Hi Belinda, my name is Sue Caveney and I'm happy today to be given the opportunity to provide you with my YouTube presentation on the care bill and some of the areas that I have a particular interest in. Just a little bit of background information about myself. I have been a qualified social worker now for over 29 years and I've worked right across the whole spectrum of social work with all service user groups. And I've also worked in the statutory and the third sector. As a social worker, my whole profession is really governed by legislation and good practice. And as a professional, again, I really understand about the importance of legislation and how it does guide my practice in the legal framework sense. When I've looked at the new care bill, I've been quite sort of excited to see what the changes the new care bill is going to bring into force. And my understanding from the new care bill is that it will be it'll be modernising things and bringing everything under one single statute. So quite exciting times really. I think the new care bill will have a major impact on both service users and carers and families, and basically I think people of all levels really need to understand or be able to interpret what the legislation means and to understand the impact that the new care bill will have on them. My understanding again around the care bill is that the law will focus around the person and not particularly the service. So I began to start reading and digesting the care bill, and although it's a lot to take in, what I've been pleasantly surprised about is that there's been a lot of consultation process and views from organisations and pressure groups have been taken on board in terms of this new legislation. So I found that pretty exciting, pretty interesting. If I'm honest, I would say I would be interested in learning as much as I can, on as much as I can in terms of the new care bill. So that would be my standpoint. I do have a particular interest in mental health and transitional, and I've chosen these really because I've done a lot of work with people who have mental health issues, and I've worked with children in transition from children's services into adult services. As regards mental health, the current system, as I see it for people with mental health issues, are at best inadequate, and the law can be very complicated and difficult to interpret. And when we talk about deprivation of liberty and capacity and best interest, you'll probably know what I mean. I also note thankfully that the new care bill recognises the importance of the role of an advocate, and that's something I would be particularly interested in promoting. As an independent social worker and trainer, I've often worked with families and carers who are challenging or will be challenging local authority decisions around their care package funding and helping them towards prepare for appeal. So I do have a particular interest in that as well. As regards to transitional work, I've worked within a Shared Lives project where we've worked with children coming into adult services, and there have been issues around residency and who funds what and where, and has had a major impact. And often does, as you will know, it prevents choice and movement in between transitions. So in conclusion, from my point of view, the care bill is going to produce lots of huge changes in legislation affecting everybody. The public will need help to understand this. Frontline staff will need help to understand this. Managers and commissioners will probably all need help to understand this. In a sense, training will be provided, I understand, through skills of care, but I think there needs to be a more specialised, focused training around the legal framework, because as a practitioner, I do know that is something that I've always valued and always felt that has helped me understand and interpret the law. So that's me really in terms of what I would like to say, and I do hope you will consider me for the bootcamp. Thank you.